The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is the Eagles Sports Network. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, 35 days. That's the layoff due to COVID and the Christmas break for your team between games. It's been a minute since we've gotten to speak about Carson-Newman basketball. Last time out, you dropped a three-point decision to Newberry. Now you have an opportunity to go into Greenville and restart your season against a top 25 team in Tusculum. You've mentioned throughout this year that just because of the nature of playing in the middle of a pandemic, the focus almost has to be on Carson-Newman. How much of that is true following this 35-day break between games, which, let's face it, unprecedented?
Yeah, well, talking with our trainer, Brian Campbell, he sort of defined our break as to really more what guys experience when they go home for summer, as opposed to Christmas, which typically, a long Christmas break is about a week. Yeah. So this is a much larger break, and our guys have come back and have had great attitudes, have had great practices. I feel like we've made strides. I feel like we are in the process of getting back into playing shape and getting back into sort of the mindset that you have to be in. But we're not. To be honest, we're not there yet. And despite our efforts, that's just what it is. So it's not a Carson-Newman thing. It's a national thing. Everybody's sort of going through the same kind of experiences. But our guys, like I said, they're trying to control what they can control with their attitude and their effort, and I'm thankful for that. And hopefully we do get to play again. So hopefully nothing happens between now and this upcoming game.
You and I recorded an interview for a UVA-Wise game that didn't happen, and in that conversation we chatted about the fact that 3 games in, you're typically where you would be at the start of a season, right, between scrimmages and exhibitions before that. Those games typically never see the light of day. Right. You've got those games under your belt, but that happened an eternity ago. What is a fair expectation from the quality of basketball, not just for Carson-Newman, but for Tusculum, who does have a game under their belts coming back from a Christmas COVID break, so to speak, but the Pioneers also went, I think it was 24 days between games.
That's a great question, and I don't know what a fair expectation is, to be honest. Like you said, there's just so many unprecedented firsts that we're just trying to control what we can control. So for the most part, that's our attitudes and our effort and the way we sort of respond to adversity. I mean, we will have tested as of today 4 times in 8 days. So, and that can be taxing in and of itself. And then obviously once you do test, you're sort of like, there's this anxiousness, maybe it's some anxiety for some guys waiting on results. Mm-hmm. So, we're thankful we're back together. And thankful that we have a chance to play, and we're going to try to control the things we can in practice and in preparation, and then go and compete. And it's going to we're not going to have fans in attendance, which is fine. It probably creates a situation where everybody can be healthier because of that. But we're going to go play and enjoy the opportunity, because as we said the first semester to our guys, enjoy every one of these, because you don't know if you get another one or when the next one could even be. So we're going to enjoy this one, assuming we get to play it.
You look at Tusculum, again, everybody, small sample size compared to what you would typically experience going into a game on January 6th. But the Pioneers probably have changed about as much as anybody offensively, at least in terms of the pace of play. J.T. Burton had the Pioneers, one of the slower teams in the league last year. This year, second in the league in scoring. What have they done offensively to pick things up a little bit?
Well, they're trying to reward themselves when they get stops, and they're trying to push and attack, and they've tried to embrace the 3 ball more than maybe in years past. they still have elite offensive rebounding crew, and so they get seconds and thirds. But I mean, they've got some experienced leadership that is really picking their games up. Brent Gibson has emerged as one of the better players in our league, and then he's got a host of characters around him that add value. So, kudos to them. They've played 4 games, like us, 3 the first semester, and were able to get a little momentum. But again, I know what Coach Burton, I know what the other coaches in this league are thinking. It's just one day at a time. You can't be thinking too much about Saturday when Wednesday's coming, and you're just trying to hope that everybody's, COVID negative, and that no, issues arise physically from the amount of downtime we have had, and that that we're able to get to that Wednesday game or Saturday game, whatever. But we're literally thinking day to day and just trying to control those things we can control in any given day. And I know the other coaches in this league are doing the same.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Good luck Wednesday against the top 25 team in Tusculum.
Thanks, Cav.
It's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, and this is the Eagle Sports Network.